Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, February the 8th, 2023. Wednesday, February the 8th. Whew. Okay, let me get the out the way. We have Finn going to talk to Alexis, hypothetically about a friend who got themselves in trouble, covering up a crime and now committing a crime, going along with whatever. Asked Alexis for her legal advice, legal, non-legal, right? So Alexis lets him know that friend needs to go to the police to get ahead of it. Because if she ended up also committing the crime and going along with it, she did it too, right? So Finn is trying to figure out what's he going to do. See, now Finn is running around trying to make decisions for Elizabeth when Elizabeth makes her own messes. Like, okay, she finally called Scott. She's going to tell Scott. Unless, watch, right as she's getting ready to tell Scott, Finn is going to bust through the door. Don't say anything, Elizabeth. No, Elizabeth needs legal counsel, period. Scott is not that kind of straight laced to where he's like, oh my God, I must turn you in. No, he's going to give her options and let her make the choice. He's not going to squeal, but he's going to give her choices as to how this thing can go, right? And then we have Gregory came to see Alexis, and she ended up offering him an official job finally. Okay, we had Laura coming to see Elizabeth, trying to say, have you heard from Nicholas? I haven't heard from Nicholas and he's in a bad way. And Elizabeth says, well, Nicholas and I, our friendship, it's come, it's over. Nicholas, our friendship's not healthy for me and obviously must not be for him. And Laura's like, I'm sorry to hear it, but what did Nicholas do? And Elizabeth wouldn't tell her. She goes, Laura, it's not healthy. Okay. Laura goes to see Ava. Now Ava's freaking out, having bad dream after bad dream. Bad dream, Nicholas is haunting her in the bed. Bad dream, there's a whole pool of blood on the sheets, and both of them turn out to be a bad dream. And she's screaming, and Austin comes in. And she's kind of yelling at him, like, what are you doing just walking in my room, scaring me? He goes, I heard you yelling. You asked me to stay the night last night to keep an eye on you, so I did. Well, you can leave now, So she's trying to say, no, this is my mess. You just walk away like you were never here. People have no reason to believe we're even connected aside from doctor and patient. This is my mess. And Austin says, Ava, there's a lot of things, details you haven't planned out. We need to talk about it. You need to make a plan. My whole thing was a plan for an allegedly dead body that if it's really dead is going to start stinking. You got it propped in a room, leaning up against the wall with just a padlock. It sounded like stables. So who do you think is going to find Nicholas's body? The stable hands, right? The people that are taking care of the horses, right? The stench is going to find Nicholas. So that's not I'm thinking, what kind of thinking is that, Ava? You were my boss. You were one. Okay, you know how to dispose of bodies better than that. And that's kind of what Austin was. No, we got to figure out what we're going to do. Really, I mean, he almost said with the body. So when Laura had came talking to Ava told her, yeah, Nicholas was here, but no, we said some horrible things to each other. And Laura says, I kind of thought, he would come here. And Ava said, but he left, And while Laura was talking to Ava in the living room, Austin sneaks out. And I'm thinking, Austin either last night already got the body and moved it, or Austin, when he left and Laura was there, got the body and moved it. But I really would think for something like that, Austin is with a criminal family. They would move a dead body under the cover of night. It wouldn't be day. Seriously, it would be night. Austin has people he could pick up on the phone. I got a little job for you. Get over here, right? So I think I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna write the Nicholas story, but I think Austin got rid of the body. But Austin did tell Ava that his cousin Mason is after her. And Mason's not a good guy. I can handle Mason. You know, Mason's just a thug. And Austin's like, okay, Mason's a little more than that, but I'm just telling you, you're gonna have to be careful, Ava, right? So then we have Lisa and Nina talking. You know, they were looking at the baby, gaga Googling over the baby. Who can't? I love that baby. Who can't Google over that baby? Speaking of that baby, isn't she the cutest? Oh, she's too cute. Carly, they were wheeling her into Willow's room because Willow woke up, and Carly and Sunny run over to it. And they're like, oh, and Sunny, they're both beaming grandparents, and they're looking at the baby. And she's looking up and she broke a little baby smile, you know, that 3-month-old thing. And so when the nurse took the baby on in, Carly said that Bobby let her and Jocelyn in. She goes, we didn't hold the baby, but we got to look at her and we were waving at her. And she said, Sonny, she was looking right at us. And I was saying, yeah, she was saying, hey, Grandma Carly. Hey, Auntie Joss. Yeah, that baby is, she goes, she's so smart. And I'm thinking, yeah, she already talking. She is so smart, right? She's too smart. So anyway, I just had to go to that picture. Oh, you just want to pinch those little cheeks. Oh, she's so cute. Anyway, um, I love that baby. Nina and Lisa were talking and saying, yeah, Lisa's like, Carly's over there. She's getting to see the baby. She's all over, you know, and yet we're outlawed or banished or whatever, right? And Nina's like, and Lisa, look, just don't. She goes, no, we gotta knock Carly off that high horse. So one of them said that. And Nina says, well, there is something. I saw her and Drew. He was holding her, hugging her, consoling her, whatever, consoling her outside of Willow's room. And Liesel said, yeah, well, okay, they are friends. They've known each other. That's nothing new. And so Nina said, yeah, but it kind of seemed like they didn't want nobody to see him. And Lisa said, I wonder why. They're friends. She goes, I think there's something there. Well, we must find out about it. How do you come up with there's something there from that? See, this is that ridiculous, people find out the stupidest thing, soap opera writing. This right here. See, how do you go from that, which is what I was saying. Drew and Carly have family together in our family. Really. Well, no, they ain't family because they see that was the wrong thing to say. They're not family, but they have ties together. As a matter of fact, when Drew thought he was Jason, Carly immediately locked onto him as a best friend because she thought he was Jason. Right? And then she and Sunny still kept friendly ties with Drew. But anyway, now coincidentally, everything is going to just fall into place, right? With Nina finding out what Carly and Drew are trying to hide. And I could tell you this, the way she's going to find out, Drew and Carly will be looking at cute little, beautiful baby Amelia Grace through the nursery window. And Drew is going to look at Carly and say, she's so beautiful. But you know what? We probably shouldn't be standing here together looking at this beautiful baby because somebody might, figure out or turn us in for insider trading, Carly. For the insider trading. That's because he's stupid like that. People in soaps are stupid like that. They say all kind of things in public to be overheard. So Nina and Lisa will find out about Carly, mark my words, within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks. Handwriting's already on the wall. period. Handwritings on the wall. So we have Willow getting to see the baby for the first time. Getting ready to see her baby that don't even fit in her arms. Them feet are already over at Michael. This baby almost rolled around and sat up in Willow's arms. Look at there. The feet are hanging in the bottom picture, hanging all out because she kicked her little socks off, right? Willow got her little thing in there. The baby's already. The baby started babbling. Look, not infant. Wah, wah, not that. Let me take your bag. My gums are itching. That is the camera. That is the cutest, most beautiful baby that's way too big to be a newborn. Oh my goodness, but I just love it. Every time they bring that baby into camera, oh my goodness. But yeah, they kind of jacked that. They messed that up age-wise. That should be the baby that's their baby 3 months from now. Because that baby is just, anyway, stop talking about that beautiful baby. So now, next we have Austin. He's walking down the hallway. Michael comes out the room because the nurse is taking the baby back to the nursery because Willow needs to get some rest. Carly's still in there, right? And Michael walks out with the nurse and sees Sonny and Nina. And Nina goes, what did Nina say? Sonny said, listen, Michael. And as he's saying, listen, Michael, Dr. Gatlin Hope was walking down the hallway. Michael just pretty much ignores Sonny and walks over to him. Said, hey, have the stem cells, have the results come back yet from the lab? And Austin looks at him like, look, I just moved a dead body. Okay, my mind is elsewhere. But Dr. Navarro, no, Terry, you guys are gonna kill me. Why can I never remember? I never remember Dr. Terry, whatever. Oh my God. I just have a block against her last name. Anyway, Dr. Terry, she should be coming in and talking to you about the stem cells. And Michael looks over at Sonny and says, look, can we wait inside, go inside Willow's room? And he takes Dr. Holt in. And I thought, you know what? I might be mad. I ain't mad. I could care less about Sonny and Nina. Being mad is definitely the wrong word because I could care less about them. But honestly, that it's overboard. Honestly, the baby's being taken back to the NICU or NICU. Why couldn't Michael say, hold on, just let it, grandma and grandpa, just let them see it for a minute. Okay, just, hey baby, hi baby. And then, but no, wheel them off. See that some things, you may not like somebody, but there's just some things that you just, out of human decency, do. Out of human decency, these are the baby's grandparents. Because your mama's all up in the mix. Okay. Now you mad at your mama, you don't like what she did, but she's up in the mix in the room. Okay. You don't like what Nina did, you don't like what your father did, but guess what? They love that baby. They're all grandparents, they're up in the mix. Let them be in the mix. At the heat of the moment when a brand new baby comes into a family, there's that whole joy and let that joy and celebration happen. Okay. Let it happen. They're at the hospital. Set boundaries after the hospital, but let it happen now. That I felt bad for Nina and Sonny. I really did. And so he goes, are the stem cells Sonny and Nina? No, So they heard Michael asking about the stem cells. So then they take him in the room with Willow, Michael does, and Sonny and Nina like, so do you think the results of the stem cells came back? Do you think it's good, because then that'll save Willow's life. And then, so they're just going on and on. But, my whole thing is, if Carly can hear, let them hear. Let them be updated. I'm not saying have all these people in the room, but don't act like we don't want you to know. Come on now. Michael should come out and tell them after they find out. Seriously. So Carly holds the baby in the room, and Dr. Holt comes in, Gatlin Holt with Michael, and Willow's sleeping, and he goes, so, what are the results? What are the results? And he goes, look, we really need to wait for Randolph. Oh my God. Terry Randolph. Why do I have such a hard time with that? Right? But my brain kept saying, okay, what's her name? Okay, we really need to wait for Dr. Randolph. And so Willow goes, I'm awake. I'm not asleep. You're here now. Why don't you just tell us, Dr. Holt, are the stem cells prepped or ready or a match or whatever needs to happen? And look at that face. Why do they do that? Why do they do that? What kind of face is that? You want to scare people half to death before they come back tomorrow. And he goes, actually, no, they're not in yet. Or Dr. Randolph really needs to break this news to you. But yeah, it looks like they're going to work. Look, all we got to do is get your chemo done and boom, boom, and you out of here. But look at that face. I had to get a picture of it. I said, why would he do that? Why do they feel like, okay, and you're reading the script. Austin doesn't reply, but he gives that classic doom soap opera face before good news. And cut. Yeah. What was that? So anyway, let's go to comment corner. Oh my God. Comment corner. We have hello there. Hello there says, I know this is morbid, but I'm starting to wonder if Austin and Mason are up to something really sinister and dark, such as selling body parts from the hospital. Maybe Mason hooked Ava with the intentions of dying, which we all know wouldn't happen. So maybe he gave up for a while. The rest of the killings were copycats. Perhaps Austin and Mason are up to something with Willow and her stem cell harvesting. There's something weird about him. I'm also wondering if he thinks Nicholas is dead and intends to do this to him as well. Welcome to the dark side of General Hospital. I know what I'm thinking you were talking about the General Morgue. What you talking about? Hello there. Cindy says, it was the first I ever heard of Portia having a family outside of Trina. You and me both. Okay. I don't recall her mentioning anything about them at all. I assume she invited them to the wedding and wasn't shocked when they arrived, but I was shocked because I'd never heard of them. You would think, as Portia's talking, her father is a doctor. That never came up, right? Now, she met Aunt Stella, talking to Aunt Stella. It's just me and Trina. It's all you ever heard from her. She got a mama who's sickly. She's got a prominent doctor. She's got a brother. We don't know what he's doing, right? She's got family. And when her and Curtis were doing the seating chart, she goes, oh, and my cousin can sit right there. Whoa, what's happening? Where did all of this family come from, Portia? And when Trina was in all that trouble, you mean nobody could support you? Your daughter, the proud doctor grandfather, as he's watching his daughter dancing yesterday, so proud of my you mean when she could have been sent to prison. You could not come and sit in the courtroom to support your grandchild? What is wrong with that picture? Oh, I know what it is. That's called Let's Write in a Family. That's called writers meeting 2 months ago. Let's write in a family for Portia. I know, let's make him a doctor. And actually a recognizable actor. He's been in quite a bit of stuff. I just don't know what they are. Both of them, this father and the son. The son was in something Tyler Perry, I think. I really do. Cindis says the haunting of Deputy Mayor Ashby just looks so silly. Felicia should have come up with another plan. Anita says Ava had a doctor in the sitting room. Why wouldn't she let Austin examine Nicholas? Oh yes, this is a soap. I know, right? Pamela says Liz looked really good at Britt's party too. I don't remember seeing her at Britt's party. That dress, hair and makeup was slaying. Yeah, Elizabeth looked really good. To look back to what she looked like today, oh my goodness. Anna Rihanna says Stella is sick. All right, sick of Portia's mess. Spencer will be the Cassadine that will walk this name and fortune into the future. Curtis gets a take of the games to hold them at his club. Portia's secrets always come out. Austin to the rescue. Originally, they were going to write the character of Nicholas out for 3 months. I remember that. So he is not really dead. But I just think he'll go missing. Yeah, they got him. You know what? They love making Nicholas captive. Here's hope the writers don't drop the ball on this one. It could be written so many delicious ways. Yeah, but the writers don't know delicious anymore. LaShunta says, now, where the blood at? How'd you drag Nicholas' body to the stables? It should, well, really, there should be a blood trail. She's scared of Victor. She's getting away with murder twice. And where's Mason at? Spencer, just a flunky for Victor. No, I don't agree with that, LaShunta. Spencer's not going to be a flunky for anybody. Spencer just didn't rat his uncle out, but he's not a flunky. Like I said, revenge. Portia knows, Stella knows. She's so outspoken. I can't believe she's not saying anything. I hope when Spencer saw Trina, he realized he's being selfish, thinking she's going to give up her youth to help him raise a baby. Portia's families look familiar. Now Ava knows Sonny. Not letting her take Avery. Oh, but she was begging Austin, just give me some time. I'll take Avery and leave town. Sonny wouldn't allow that. Good Felicia and Anna's haunting. Evelyn. Olivia Jerome's locked up. Now Cassandra Pearson. They never found her body. What? Anna's gonna tell Laura. No. What's Ava gonna tell Laura? Cassandra Pearson's in jail, but they probably let her. Remember Valentine? They framed her with that pieces of that ice princess. So Cassandra Pearson, there's no body to find. So yeah, she's in jail. They haven't let her out yet. Jane says they're going to put him in a room that he put Esme in. Oh, upstairs in the North Tower. Dacia says Austin will start like Ava. They'll get together soon. Michael says, I like seeing the old heads together to take Victor down. The haunting should be funny. Spencer should have never told Victor about his plan. Yeah, I think Spencer told him too much myself, Michael. I agree with you on that. Where is Portia's family been all this time, right? I don't remember them ever being mentioned. They haven't. They've never mentioned them. Why weren't they supposed to be in attendance? Oh, because the mother was supposed to be sick, right? And needed a caretaker, which is what I said. This man's a doctor. You mean to tell me you don't have enough money to hire a caregiver so you could go to your baby girl's wedding? That was the lamest story. Why wouldn't Ava tell Austin to verify Nicholas' so-called death? Great recap. Thank you, Michael. Trevoice says, looks like it's bye-bye forever, Sprina, LOL. And then YAA says, what gave you that idea? Yeah, I know. I just don't think Spencer wanted to intrude on that family thing. Lucy says that deputy mayor can't be trusted. She's in cahoots with Victor Cassadine. Ron says, well, now we know the assistant mayor isn't the hook killer, and Ava just painted herself into a hole. She knows she went too far now, and it'll come back to bite her. Lucy says it looks like Ava may have killed Nicholas, and now she and Austin are involved. Sandy says, loving Laura and the vets getting together show the youngsters how to get it done, or how it gets done. Time is running out for Portia. Curtis is a jerk, but I feel bad for him and Trina. Hopefully they will be able to bond. I think in the end, later they will, they both are going to have to go through their whole emotions of, we've been lied to all this time, right? Trina all her life, Curtis ever since we reconnected, and all those blank years that you never, wow. So let's see how he forgives her for that. So that's it, everyone, for the daily recap of General Hospital. And guess what? This past weekend, we went past 900. So thank you. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I will be back tomorrow for another episode of daily recap of General Hospital. Where's my mouse? There we go.